If you're new to exercise and you're wondering what to do, here are 4 exercises that you can do as a beginner to help you get started. First exercise is the seated row. With the seated row, you want to sit tall with your back straight, pull your shoulders back, squeeze your shoulder blades together and tuck your elbows in without your body rocking forward and back. One of the common mistakes that we see in the seated row is people always focusing more on getting the handles in rather than what's happening at their back. So what I need Matt to do is actually sit up straight and then pull his shoulders back and focus more on squeezing the back muscles together rather than what's happening down here at the handles. So don't worry about this, focus on this. The second exercise is the incline dumbbell press with a neutral grip. So you want to make sure that you have your feet nice and flat on the ground. You want to keep your sternum up the whole time. And with the pressing part, you want to make sure that you'll bring the dumbbells down on a 45-degree angle, really opening your shoulders at the front before pushing. A common mistake that we find with the bench press for most newbies is that they don't have the spinal mobility to be able to lay on a flat bench like this and do the correct technique. And the other thing that they do as well is their palms will normally be facing forward with the elbows going quite wide. So you can see with Ben, he does have that mobility. But for a lot of clients, or for a lot of newbies, what will happen is that as they get towards the bottom of the range, their shoulders will start to roll in and roll forward. And this starts putting undue tension into the shoulders, which we don't want. Here are the 2 corrections that we've made. We've brought Ben onto a 30-degree angle, so that way there's not so much reliance on the mobility in his thoracic spine. And the other thing that we've done too is we've just turned his wrist and his elbows onto a 45-degree angle. And what that does is that now opens up the shoulder, allowing for better range of motion and more control of the exercise. And for most newbies, this is going to make a big difference to avoiding getting that shoulder pain. Third exercise is the glute bridge. So with this one, we want to lay back, bring our heels close enough so we can just about touch them with our fingertips. We want to keep our back and our hands nice and flat. And then from here, I want to drive my heels into the ground and then squeeze my glutes at the top. And then lower back down again. And the final exercise is a TRX deep squat. With the TRX deep squat, you want to have tension on the band before you start, and you want to bring the band nice and close to the chest. From there, as you squat down, you want to go down nice and low, pretty much as low as you can, and then come back up again. So you're using the band to help leverage exercise. A common mistake that we see with the TRX squats is guys swinging back on the suspension trainer rather than just using it as a way to take away loading for you to go deep with your squat. What I mean by that is you often see guys that will sit back like this, relying far too much on the band. What we want to do instead is we want to make sure that we're going straight down rather than backwards into our squat. So in that way, we're still using our thigh muscles to control the movement, and you can see my knees going over my toes. I'm going down nice and low before using the band as a way to take away that weight to allow me to get that full range of motion that I'm trying to achieve with my squat. Guys, just remember, you are brand new to exercise, so don't get caught up in all the fancy split programs and things like that. Okay, all you need to do is just take the 4 exercises that you've learned today and practice them repeatedly every session that you do, and it's going to set a beautiful foundation for the rest of your fitness journey.